Page 21, a neat beat. Starting with the right hand, I'm going to top page 22. I'm going to talk about the rhythm and the staccatos and the accents and all that stuff. The first thing I recommend you do is make sure you got the fingering down. You're starting with index finger, then that's pretty much your position. Because in the next measure you have an E flat. The rhythm, 1 and 2 and, just be careful. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and. Hopefully that won't give you too much of a trouble. The rhythm is pretty repetitive. Once you get it down, you'll see it in other places. That's not the only rhythm in here, there's others, but once you get it, you'll see it in various places. It looks ugly. It's not. It's very repetitious. Now, the staccatos, make sure you get those in there, because it's... And then an accent, right? And then an accented staccato. Isn't that nice? They just put them together. That's about all I have to say for the right hand. I think you can read the notes and figure it out. There's places where both hands are playing the same notes together. That's kind of nice. If you like to do that, you get to do that. If you don't like to do that, well, you have to do that. Let's talk about the left hand, starting on page 21. Again, the staccatos and the accents are the trick, but the rhythm, get the rhythm down right at the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good. 1 and 2 and. And watch the staccatos, you get that? Bum, ba, ba, and the accent. It's very repetitious. Once you get it, it's like this throughout much of the piece. That's about all I have to say for the left hand too. I mean, this is really it's not a difficult piece at all. It's a fast piece, but don't get carried away. You'd never play a piece faster than you can control and that you can play smoothly. So if you're starting to get a little wild with it, slow it down. Nobody else wants to hear it. If you're going to play it wild, you can have fun doing it, but do everybody else a favor and only play it wild when you're by yourself. There's nobody else around, and don't do it that often because you'll develop a habit of it, and those habits can be really hard to break. I speak from experience there. Now, at the bottom of page 23, on the last measure, on the left hand, you have those 3 C's down here. I would recommend, just for kicks and giggles, and it is a common fingering, that you finger those 3 C's, 3, 2, 1. Use a different finger on each one. Bump, bump, bump. That's very common when you have repeated notes like that to do that. So I would recommend you give that a shot there and see what you think. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. At the bottom of page 22, left hand. Look at the last measure there. You have a G. They're all G's. Well, the first one is G, and then the other 3 have an AVA under them. So they're down an octave. So that the last 2 measures of page 22 is that. Other than that, I really don't have anything to say about it. Let's try this out slowly. Now, because there's a page turn involved, I'm going to play page 21 and I'm going to stop. I'm going to turn the page and I'm going to give us 4 counts again, and then we'll play pages 22 and 23. But if you're going to perform this for somebody, either you memorize the first page, which isn't that hard because it's very repetitious, or you got to figure out how to get that page turn in without messing up the beat. There's no pedal. Pedal won't help you out. What you can do, if you have to, is you can cut the right hand on the last measure of page 21, cut the right hand short, that note short a little bit, so you can have time to take your right hand and turn the page right quick. So it's the last measure, and then just turn it real quick, and then you can keep going. That way the beat can keep going, you're not messing it up. Ideally, you just memorize the piece and you don't have to worry about it. Alright, to give us 4 counts. The left hand's here. Right hand, when it comes in, is here. So, 1 and 2 and ready and go and. 3 ahead and turn the page. Hands where they go. 4 counts. 1 and 2 and ready and go and. And